What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So have you been pleasantly surprised that prices for fuel have been going down? Are you happy to see that prices for vegetables and fruits and some meats are not going up as quickly as they were a couple years ago? If you are, well, I have some bad news. It may be going the other direction very soon. Here's what's going on, and this is where some are saying that President Biden has really backed us into a corner, okay? Because this is happening right now. What's going on, and this is concerning because we are all going to be impacted because of this. President Biden does not want to pull oil from the ground. He wants to go and find other energy sources. He does not want to use oil. This is a problem because the United States, we're sitting on so much oil, but yet if we are not drilling, we're not pulling it from the ground, then it really doesn't mean we're oil rich, does it? So here's the thing. OPEC and Saudi Arabia are now looking at their losses. How much money have they potentially lost? Because oil prices are not at $100 a barrel. They're not. We're sitting like $80 a barrel. Oil prices have dropped. Because of this, gas prices are going down. Transportation costs are going down. We're seeing food prices go down. Okay? Goods like clothing, cars, all these things getting less expensive because oil prices are dropping. This is good news. Here's a problem. OPEC is now considering another major cut to oil output. If OPEC decides to cut production by, let's say, another 1 million barrels, okay, another 1 million barrels of oil per day, that's a huge amount. It's a huge loss. Because again, if OPEC makes a cut, the United States doesn't step up and pull more oil from our grounds, we got less oil. We got less supply around the world. But demand is still high. That's the problem. So what we are about to face, and the reason why I bring this to your attention, is because this is happening right now. The Biden administration is saying that Bidenomics is working. No, Bidenomics is not working. We are seeing the American people run out of money. They don't have the savings that we used to, right? You look at the holiday shopping, right, for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. People are not buying like they used to. Our spending habits are different. We're not buying the same things that we bought last year, right? And why would we? We bought a new TV last year. Do we need a new one this year? Probably not. But things are changing. But this is where experts are saying that President Biden has backed us into a corner. Because right now we are dependent on other countries for oil. And if the United States doesn't step up and produce more oil, then we are going to be at the mercy of OPEC, Saudi Arabia, other countries. And this is where, again, we're being backed into this corner. Because if we see oil cuts from OPEC, it's going to send oil prices higher. Gas prices will be more expensive, which means transportation costs go up, which means food is more expensive. Goods are more expensive. Your insurance will be more expensive. You want to fix your car? Sorry, it's going to be more expensive, because in order to get that part from Europe, we have to ship it over here on a boat that costs so much money for fuel, and then it has to be transported by ground or by air to whatever location. Again, uses fuel, right? We got to pay for a pilot. We got to pay for a truck driver. We got to pay for all these different costs. So prices are going to go up. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but the Biden administration may have just pushed us in the wrong direction. All because they're unwilling to flip when we need to. So here's what I can tell you. According to experts, we need to watch what OPEC does. If OPEC decides to cut oil production, they decide to cut oil output, what we are now hearing is that all of our prices are going to go up. Okay? Like I'm shooting this video in my truck. Guess what? I'm traveling. When I filled up my truck and it was 90 some bucks, I was pretty excited. I wasn't paying 120 some dollars to fill up my truck. It was 90 some dollars. I saved a little bit of money, right? And because I'm traveling. That might not happen. That might go the other direction very soon. So here's what I can tell you. Experts are saying that if you want to know who's going to win this next election, look and see what OPEC does. If OPEC decides to cut oil output again, we see gas prices go up, which will see food prices go up, transportation costs will go up, flights will go up, everything's going to get more expensive. Inflation is going to go back up. And if inflation goes back up, President Biden and the Biden administration cannot be touting Bidenomics and saying that Bidenomics worked. This is working. This is why you need to vote for us. So if OPEC decides to make this cut, guess what? Experts are telling us Republicans will win the next presidential election, which as of right now, the main Republican that is running for president is going to be former President Donald Trump. In addition to that, they say Republicans will win the majority of the seats in the Senate. They currently hold the majority in the House. So if they hold the majority in the House, they win back the Senate and they win back the presidency, Republicans will have all three: the House, the Senate, and the presidency. They will have all the power to go and change things. Whether or not they do, we don't know, but they will have the power. So, just wanted to fill you in on what's going on at this time, because right now, what we are hearing is that the Biden administration has backed us into a corner, and whether or not we can get out safely, effectively, we don't know. But as we get more information there, I promise I'll fill you in on all the latest news and updates, but that is what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.